we're now going to dive into how to identify your passion. So sometimes we think, well, I don't even know what my passion is. I don't know how I should proceed. What should the focus be? And I'm just asking the guides for an appropriate process, like step 1, step 2, step 3, of how to help you identify what your process is. Your passion, what your passion is. Okay. Right. This is an energetic process to help you identify your passion. So taking a deep breath in, pulling yourself into your divine line. Using your exhale to ground and anchor into that inner river. And just take a moment to feel into what is a quality, a vibration, an energy that you really, really value. And you've been doing this work with me for a while, so you probably have the ability to say, well, I really love the peace that flows in my line, or I really love my courage, my strength. But if you're not able to identify, like, what is it inside you that you really, really love? What is a quality that you really value in others, in the world? Do you value people who have integrity? Do you value strength? Do you value awareness? Do you value purity? Do you value beauty? What is it that you value externally and or internally? And you might even make a note of, I really value ... And then if you are able to identify it externally, you would say to yourself, okay, then that means that I've actually attained it internally, and I actually want that even more. So that means that you do value peace or integrity or strength or courage or freedom or purity or beauty. And you actually have that stream, that vibration, that energy flowing in your core. Now, if you have done this work and you are aware, oh, I have this beautiful energy that flows in my core, and you deeply value it, then say to yourself, is that the quality that I value the most? Would you be completely and totally devastated if you didn't have that, if you didn't have that deep, profound peace or that freedom or that strength or that courage or that joy? What is it that you would be most devastated by not having? Maybe it's the peace instead of the integrity. Maybe it's the courage instead of the strength, because we can have strength, but if we don't have courage, then we don't have the courage to cultivate strength. So what is the quality that you value the most that actually does flow in your core? And by asking the question, if you lost it, that helps you identify the one that you value the most. And then you might even write that down, and it might be the same. And then start pondering, playing with the idea that this quality that you really deeply value in your core is tied with your passion. So I'm giving the example. Okay, so my core is I have peace inside me. Deeply value that. Well, how is that my passion? Well, sharing tools that help people cultivate more peace inside themselves. Sharing information that helps people come into a place of peace inside themselves. I value it deep inside me, but it's tied with my service. It's tied with my mastery. It's tied with my passion. We want to play with the idea that our passion is number one. And then whatever our passion is our mastery. Whatever our mastery is becomes our service. And for some people, then it becomes right livelihood, depending on your situation, your financial situation, and your choice. So passion number one, mastery is number two, service is number three, right livelihood is number four. So anytime we think, well, what should I do for right livelihood? We actually want to start, well, what is your passion? But the only way to identify the passion is to identify what is a vibration that flows deep within you that you've been cultivating for lifetimes, that you profoundly value. And then somehow explore, well, what is it that you do that's actually in alignment with this incredible vibration that flows in your core that's linked with your passion? So start feeling into how your passion gives you everything. But again, it's a vibrational frequency that flows in your core, and using those steps to help you identify what that is. And then as you identify that passion that flows within you, now play with this next step, which helps you amplify it. Often when we have something that we've cultivated inside us, we'll then unconsciously, energetically, put it on others, give it to others, want it for others, and then that totally depletes you and your body of all motivation, inspiration, and drive and resources, financial resources. It can negatively impact the finances. So energetic solution for that is deep breath in, pulling yourself into your line. Take a moment to just say to yourself, I have mastery of, and then name that quality of a vibration, a current, a stream that flows within me. I have mastery of this vibration of that flows within me. That is my passion. And then as you're in that stream, that vertical stream that comes in from spark, goes down the top of the head, out the base chakra, down the front of the spine, out the base chakra, loops back behind you. Same for your body and your teams, your divine cosmic loops. As you're in that stream of energy, see if you can feel how that current of that vibration of your mastery, which is your passion, soothes you, supports you. It keeps you clean. It revitalizes you. So anytime we want to be more vibrant, get more energy, be more motivated, be more inspired, amplify that vibration of whatever it is in your divine cosmic loop. And that might not make sense at a mind level of like, well, how is it that amplifying the peace in my individual divine cosmic loop gives me more energy? Well, peace is really soothing. It's really restorative. Courage might be the same. Strength might be the same. So play with the idea that you revitalize yourself by amplifying the vibration of your passion, your mastery, which ties into your wisdom in your individual divine cosmic loop. More. And then as you amplify that vibration, invite your higher self, body, divas, higher self, and teams to lift all of your attachment and desire for anyone being in this state off of everyone and bringing it back to you. You could literally imagine your little attachment nuggets for other people being in the vibration of ... Inviting your higher self energetic fields to retrieve all of that attachment, bringing those attachment nuggets back to your divine line, body divas divine line, teams divine line, only wanting that for yourselves. You don't need to want it for others. They can want for themselves. And then as you're holding that attachment, now take a moment to invite your higher self, body, divas, higher self, and teams to return all responsibility for getting anybody to cultivate or be in this state that you value, that you love. Return that responsibility and all empathic sensations back to them at the level of their higher selves where they have the capacity to receive it. Keep returning it. Sending appropriate energetic information. And then retrieving your mastery, passion, fabric off of everyone and everything. Inviting your higher self, your body, divas, higher self, and teams to work with the energetic fields and the guides, to spin your fields in that clockwise direction, retrieving your passion, wisdom, mastery, fabric off of everyone and everything, cleaning it, recalibrating it, reweaving it, re-embedding it in your own energetic fields. Being in your own vibrational fabric of your own passion, mastery, wisdom, which then reflects appropriately